Meg! 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 Get out of here! Leave us alone! Okay, I can handle this.
No, no, no. Don't fear, Calvin. You have landed on Ixchel, a planet for healing and for understanding. Hello to you. There, there.
Charles Wallace?
Thanks.
Why did you leave him?
Honey, I will get it back. I will, I promise.
Why'd you leave us?
Honey, I didn't mean to. Please, I never meant for things to happen the way they did.
I thought once I found you, everything would be all right again. But it's worse.
Now, my child.
You're looking a lot better.
You and Dad never should have left Camazotz without Charles Wallace.
We did everything we could.
I never should have left without him. You can't be weak now. There's no time.
Aunt B says it's because of the darkness. Because it focused on you and almost took you. And then the test wrecked when you were vulnerable. You need to rest and be cared for.
And who's gonna care for Charles Wallace?
Don't let the darkness cover your heart, Meg. I feel you're angry with your father for abandoning your brother. And you and your whole family.
How did you know?
On Ixchel, we feel things not as they seem, but as they are. Give me your hand.
Mom? Hello? Sandy? Denny's? Fort? Come here, Fort! Help me! Somebody help me! Who are you? What's happening to me? You're me. Yeah, unfortunately. We are so sick of being you. We really are. So you know what, if you don't want to be me, fine. Be someone else. Like I wouldn't give anything to be someone else. Someone to believe in. Someone to love. That's your problem, you know. No one loves you. You're too stupid. You're too ugly. You're too weird. You're too mean. It's not what they look like. It's what they are like.
Do you see it now, Meg? The only way to fight the darkness and it and all its disciples is when you discover that all that is important is unseen. All seeing things are temporary. All unseen things are eternal. Take time and know, sweet Meg, that what you seek is like music. It sweeps you aloft, so you are moving in glory among the stars. Take time to find the unseen.
Anybody here?
fighting this battle since you humans climbed down from your trees. You and your father and your friend must return to Earth.
Without Charles Wallace?
There are other champions on this and other worlds. We will take care of Charles Wallace.
Well, you haven't done such a great job so far.
I believe the one thing you humans may end up teaching me is patience.
Maybe we have other things to teach you too.
Like what?
Well, we don't give up. And loyalty. I mean, we stick by our friends.
Oh, I see. And is it loyalty that causes you to be so angry at the Calvin who risked his life for you? Is it loyalty that makes you blame your father for what has befallen Charles Wallace?
I don't blame him. But I know Charles Wallace. I know how to reach him if there had just been time.
I don't think you know him at all. Charles Wallace is very rare, very special. One of only a handful like him in the universe. The future of all your mankind is wrapped up in his fate. His powers are only beginning to...
What powers?
You've witnessed the earliest manifestations of them yourself.
You mean that, like, he's incredibly smart? And telepathic? Big deal.
A very big deal indeed. Such powers in such unripened form led him to think that he was ready to face the darkness, and he was ensnared. You cannot imagine...
He was ensnared because he's a 6-year-old who likes new toys and new games and thinks he can always win. And because he likes to learn new things. And he's too young to know that he's not always going to be the smartest person around. Sure, he's some chosen one to you, but... he's still my kid brother. Even if he is a big pain in the butt. I'm still the one that's got to look out for him. And take care of him and make sure he stays out of trouble, just like always.
The trouble he is in now is so enormous you cannot imagine.
Do you know how he thinks? Do you know whether he eats the crusts on his sandwiches? Do you know what his favorite cartoon character is, or where he hides all my CDs? Do you know how to sing him to sleep when he's scared? Well, do you?
Human passion. One of the stranger things I have encountered in an infinitely strange universe. Such weak vessels to contain such unexpected power. Really very curious. Well, we shall see.
Pretty amazing, huh?
Yeah. But it's not home. Do you ever think, what if we never get back?
Yeah, all the time. No algebra final.
Is there really nothing that you're afraid of, or do you just not want to admit it?
What do I have to be afraid of?
You didn't really answer my question. You were scared when we first saw those beasts.
Well, of course I was. I'm not crazy.
It's like, there's gotta be something that you're afraid of. What? Come on, what?
You want to know what I'm scared of?
Yeah.
Trying so hard not to be an O'Keefe loser, like your brother said, that I disappear into being good. Boring, a big nothing.
You. Boring. Mr. Perfect?
Yeah, perfectly ordinary. I'm not interesting like you or Charles Wallace, your parents.
I'm not interesting.
Yes, you are, and weird and...
Thanks.
No, cool and just different.
So, you're afraid of not being like me?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Who would have thought that this universe could become any more mystifying than it's already turned out to be?
Ooh, cryptic. Very Miss Who-ish. What about you? What are you afraid of?
Right now? That I'm not going to be able to do what I have to.
Meg, we are here.
Finally.
Dr. Murray, we are happy to finally meet you.
My son, Charles Wallace. Can you get him back from Camazotz? Can you teach me to control the Tesseract?
Dr. Murray, you cannot even stand.
Not to mention the 2 broken ribs you're trying to hide from us.
Send me back there. I'll grab Charles Wallace and...
This is not your job, Calvin. Though we honor you for wanting to take it on.
So if you 3 can't, and it's not Calvin's job, and Daddy's injured, then who's going back for Charles Wallace?
Remember, we want nothing from you that you do without grace.
Right. Me.
Megs, all of your weaknesses are just doorways to your secret strengths. You just be Meg, as hard as you can be.
I'd go with you if they'd let me.
I know.
I'd kiss you, but your dad's here.
I'm ready.
Meg, I have prided myself on my wisdom. But you have taught me much.
God hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. Saint Paul.
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul. Emily Dickinson.
In all the wonder of who you are now, in the glory of everything you are becoming, in all that you feel, you have something the darkness does not have, can never have, my darling.
What? What is it?
It is only yours if you find it for yourself.